pray for them. You can baptize them so many times that the fish know them by name. Some folks just not gonna straighten up.
Yes.
All right.
My God.
All right now.
Snakes are crooked.
Mm-hmm.
They're cold-blooded.
Yeah.
And one last thing is snakes know how to camouflage.
Yeah.
They know how to get among whatever they're around and blend in. Somebody say blend in. Snakes know how to blend in. They know how to put on robes and look like a choir member. They're still a snake. They know how to put on their gloves, act like a usher, still a snake.
My God. Woo, God. That's the word, right?
Snakes are cold-blooded. They are crooked. They know how to camouflage. Y'all give me a few more minutes, I'll be through.
Preach.
Now, Paul says he gets this shrub, Jehaziel, and he goes to the fire. And it's only when he exposes the snake to the fire. Oh, I wish I had somebody helping me. That the snake comes out. Because listen, if you ever want to know if you got snakes in your church, let God turn up the heat. Whenever the heat gets turned up, snakes will come out.
Jesus.
Watch this. I'm just talking to Pastor Gardiner. Don't get mad because y'all eavesdropping. I'm just talking to her. Watch this.
Hallelujah.
Now, good exegetical preaching is not accomplished until we identify the trichotomy of the scripture, which would include the tenets, the texture, and the tension of the text. Now, the tenets of the text would have to be Paul and the castaways. The texture of the text would have to be the fact that God can allow you to be exposed to the poison and still let you survive. That God does not always prevent us from exposure, but we can survive. Now here is the tension. Here is the tension. And I want to build the rest of my sermon on this and I'll be through. Here is the tension. Because there seems to be a problem here. Because God does not prevent Paul from suffering snake bites. So now, I want to assume that we're in class for a minute, and I want to dissect this into 3 chronological progressions, and I'll be through. First thing I see in this text is that I want to show you something. I see, first of all, that integrity will not prevent pandemonium. Talk, Jones. Listen, integrity, somebody help me, will not prevent pandemonium. What does that mean? See, there is a spirit that goes around the church that people may not say it to you, but whenever your child gets in trouble, or your marriage crumbles, or you start experiencing some adversity, there are church folks who look at you and they say, if she was really where she needed to be with God, she wouldn't be gone. Y'all ain't talking. There are preachers who look at you with all your anointing and look at all the gifting and look at Rehoboth and say, now see, something's not right. If she was really a woman of God, she ought to be in a cathedral somewhere. But I come tell you that integrity does not prevent pandemonium. You can dot every I, you can cross every T, and snakes will still bite.
Wow.
All suffering is not an indication of condemnation. Sometimes you are suffering and it has absolutely nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the people around you. That sometimes God has something to prove, and so God got to use you for visual aid. God says the only way for me to show them is to use you. Integrity does not prevent pandemonium. If you look at the etymology of that word pandemonium, it's pan-demon-eum. It is the place where demons go crazy. Y'all ain't hear me. Every one of us gonna come to a place where demons go crazy. The children won't act right. The marriage will crumble. The car get repossessed. You ain't hearing what I'm saying. It's a place. Oh, Lamb of God. I'm not gonna do that tonight. It's a place. Oh, bless his name. Oh, y'all sit down and behave yourself. It's a place where demons text
That's good.
is that integrity, living right,
Yes.
does not keep snakes from biting.
Hallelujah.
So, you said that. They said Bible.
I wish I had time. There's a man, I went and picked him up on my way over here. Had to swing by a place called Uz. Picked up a man named Job. And Job said that the word of God's testimony about Job was that he was perfect and upright. But sometimes God has something to prove. Y'all ain't here. Sometimes people around you don't really believe what they need to believe. And God's got something to prove. And sometimes God has to show them that I can touch your stuff and you'll still call me good and still give glory to my name. God sometimes using them. Yeah, come on, shout. Glory, glory, glory. Anyway, listen, I'm almost through. I didn't mean to preach the song anyway. So the first thing I see in this text, as we peruse in part of the Pentecost of this text, I see that integrity does not prevent pandemonium. Second thing, because and I'm trying to say my lesson right, because I know Dr. Gardiner is just this phenomenal preacher, so I have to at least act like I know something about exegetical dissection. So if my first point was IPP, integrity does not prevent pandemonium, then my second point has to be IPP, but I have to still exegete the text and not eisegete. Because exegete is when you go in and take out what the text is saying, but eisegete is when you make the text say what you want it to say. So I was trying to think, how can I go in and exegete the text and come out with IPP? And I saw it right here. Not only does integrity not prevent pandemonium, but I watch this. Sometimes intervention is more prudent than prevention.
All right. Wow.
I said, oh, what does that mean, Jones? That means that sometimes God chooses to intervene after you get in it than to prevent you from going in the first place. Sometimes it's just going to give God more glory to let them go ahead and do it. And then I'll step in after they write you off, after they say it's over for you. It gives God more glory. Watch this. Watch this. I got some witnesses. You know, somebody is sitting in this room tonight, you're wondering, well, when is God going to do it? Now, I got a word. I got an answer. God is going to do it after. When God's expected time of arrival is after. After that, you have suffered a while. After folks have written you off. After you've been pushed down and knocked down. After you have been trampled on. After you've been ridiculed. After. All right, I can prove it. Because no preaching is legitimate unless your claim has been supported by proof. God did make Daniel the governor of Babylon just like he said, but it was only after they had fed him to a den of hungry lions. God did make Jonah be the guest evangelist in Nineveh, but it was after he had been swallowed by a whale in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. God did heal Lazarus, but it was after they had buried him in Bethany Cemetery. Y'all have to excuse me. I feel good all in my socks. I'm sorry. After. That intervention is more prudent than prevention. It's really called convoluted procedures.